morning. I increased the number of bots from 1,000 to 1,050. So I'm just curious. Yep, it's honoring the new number. Now it's logging them in. I just wanted to go see if new bots appeared, like maybe 10 or so. Or, well, just a handful maybe. Maybe 5 or 6 would appear as level 1 characters over here. So let's go look level 1. Oh, look, there's a couple of them in. Because I was running out of like little lobies, right? They're still logging in. Only 200 or 300 of them had logged. Of the 1,050 have logged in. It does it in like little sections, like 50 at a time or 20 at a time or something. So a little bit more will log in, then a little bit more will log in, then a little bit more will log in. Let's watch them appear over here. Should appear. Ah, there's one. I'll invite her to my guild. There's another one. Should only get a handful, because 50 divided by 8 starting zones is, 4, maybe 5. Well, 5, maybe 6. Half of the starting zones will have 5, half will have 6, on average, if you do a perfect distribution. I was watching a video where Nerve was doing a dungeon, and he was explaining how to just on the fly create a new character of your own specification. And oh wow, I don't have the add-on. Why don't I have the add-on? There's an add-on called Tic Tac that I've never used, or maybe I've used sparingly. Do I not have it? How do I not have Tic Tac? When I come back in, there might be a couple more here. Oh, there we go. It's much easier in the retail client when you could just do this on the fly. So everybody gets, Tip Tac, there we go. Tip Tac, not Tic Tac, what am I thinking? Because it's a tool tip thing. Okay, there we go. Where is the anchor? It should be up here. I should probably create a, wait a minute. How do you have, summon amp, there we go. General. Parting text. Where's the tooltip? Anchors. Null anchor. Oh, there it is. You have to actually just make it visible. Okay, so when I hover over this, it'll tell me what the spec is. And since they're level 1s or like low levels, it's not going to tell me much. Again, what is a level 8 doing over here? Very strange. Now, I was reading, there's actually a couple of AI chat GPT, based bot speech things. There's 2 of them actually that I know of. There's one that I looked at last night, and there's another one that I found on my phone. Called. I was looking through stuff on my phone with it. It's called. Let me look it up. Mod. I do want to try these because they look really interesting. Mod. Here we go. Mod Olama chat. So basically, Llama, Azeroth plus Blair Bats module, mod Olama chat. Yeah, they're not reasoning intelligence, right? It's just fill in the blanks. But it should Yeah, as opposed to me like in guild chat saying something like hi, right? I just typed hi, and now they'll be like, based. What? You know, it's like these canned responses. Okay, oh hi Brian, do I know you? Okay, those are good. Those are not bad. But still. Okay, go sort suits. But supposedly, and I haven't tried this, but I'm very keen on trying this. I have a machine with 36 gigs of RAM. It's one of those weird Apple things on the Mac Studio. The way they've partitioned the memory that's built into the what do they call it? Integrated silicon package, whatever it's called. System on a chip. That's it. The SoC. But obviously they've chosen it carefully to be maximum memory throughput, which is insane. It's really, really good memory throughput because it's right next to the CPU and the GPU, and they all share the same memory. They call it unified memory, and it's not like integrated graphics like from Intel where it sucks. It's actually really, really good. But it does have GPUs. Let's see here. How many GPU units does it have? Probably go here. It has 6 GPU clusters. I forget how much it has in each one. Let me go to the info here. You don't see what I'm seeing, but so sorry about that. I would share this over, but I don't feel like doing it right now. Actually, why don't I do that? Let's start up. Steam Link. Is it Steam Link that does that? Okay, so I don't want this. Get out of this. Okay, I want Steam, not Steam Link. Is it not installed? I think I uninstalled it. Anyway, okay, I'll have to reinstall that so I can share the screen and see it over on the Mac. But let me go look and see the information. So 36. It's an M4 Max-based Mac Studio from last year, and I'm waiting for it to come up with some more information. Is it on the wrong screen? Yeah, I gotta go switch this screen so it behaves. The Mac is not really, for some reason, not really good about swapping the settings back and forth. There's I have 3 screens. One left screen, which is dedicated to the Mac, one right screen, which is dedicated to Windows, and then a screen in the middle that's larger that I switch back and forth using buttons on the bottom. And when I switch the Mac, it doesn't always recognize that, oh, that screen's not there anymore, so I'm going to swap. I'm going to move everything that was on that screen over here in the middle over to the left screen. The PC doesn't do that either, but when I want something to come in new, I guess it doesn't do it either. Yeah, it'll show up in the middle. So I guess it's not really a Mac thing. It's just neither one really. I just do it more with the Mac than the Windows. So I notice it there more. Okay, so details. System report, here we go. System report. You know, this stuff used to be so easy to see, and now they've made it more complicated. It's really annoying. I don't even know where to see this. This is kind of annoying. It's like Apple used to be so easy to see everything. Here we go. Okay. I have a program that I installed that gives me all sorts of weird information in my menu at the top, and I can see the status of things, like how the temperature of the CPU and stuff. You know, it's a standard sort of a thing. So I have 12 cores? No. Yeah, I have 12 cores. There are 10 performance cores, 2 efficiency cores. And then I have 20... Yeah, it must be 20 GPU cores. So I should be able to do the AI pretty easily because it'll use more GPU than CPU, or at least it should. So and right now the headless server that runs the runs the world doesn't use any GPU, or it shouldn't. So there won't be competition for resources there. I'd say the only thing there is that it'll consume more power and could cause the fan that's normally whisper quiet and not even on to start spinning up and pulling air through the Mac Studio and making a little bit of a noise, but it's usually very quiet. Even when it does come on, it's only when I'm doing like some really serious number crunching where I'm like slamming the CPU where you actually hear it come on, and then it's like very whisper quiet because the way they've designed their fan is it doesn't have like a main frequency that it's like it doesn't do that. It's like it's spread out over a spectrum of frequencies because of the way the fan is designed. They're smart about how they do that now. Most people are. Like most fans now in computers, at least the good fans, don't have a single frequency spectral signature. It's sort of spread out over multiple frequencies at the very least, so it lowers the volume at each frequency.
How are you?
In preference to
See you later.
Having
Good day to you.
overall lower
Safe
volume,
travels.
or no, I guess it's not overall lower volume, but overall lower annoyance factor at any one volume. Okay, so where am I going here? So I'm gonna have to look into that because I like that here. I like this idea. So what happens is the module, right? Because it's a module that gets installed. This module, just like the player bots module, just like the auction house module, interacts with the server code and with the database, right? And it's allowed to query things, and then it also sort of acts as an intermediary, or a mediator between the game engine, the database, and an external agent. So in this case, an Olama API endpoint, right? So it packages JSON queries, sends it to Olama, includes context information, and then Olama does its thing, right? And sends back a response asynchronously. So I'm not waiting on it to do its thing. It will at some point in the future, usually within 100 milliseconds, maybe 250 milliseconds, maybe even a second, will send a package, just like, oh, here's a package from Olama, and it'll have all the information necessary for the module to figure out, okay, this needs to go here, this needs to go there, add this to the chat, or add it to the party chat, or add it to this, make it look like this character is talking, and so forth, right? So brew install, I have to do this. So I've never installed an AI agent on my computers before, so this will be kind of interesting. Obviously, I'll have to recompile. So I have to install Olama, which is this. Now there is a free version, right? Because I'm not using the cloud. This is the cloud version. That's that right there. Yeah. I'm not going to do this right now, but I think it's fascinating. Yeah. Olama. Let me go to that page on my other computer. Okay. That way it's a sort of a reminder for me to look into it later. Now this is Nerve, right? This is his channel. This is how I first learned about AzerothCore, like last year or the year before. And this is like one of the videos I was watching, and it was hard for me to understand everything he was doing. I don't use Unix-based editing tools, sorry. It's just not my thing. I'm using VS Code on the Mac to edit text files, which is my preference. I do that on Windows as well. Well, I actually use Notepad++ on Windows. But there's all sorts of extra codes. Like there's a documentation for how the AzerothCore player bots. There's documentation on how the player bots work, like how you can talk to them, but it's sort of difficult to understand, in my opinion. Not because it's poorly written, just because I have no context for it. Right? I technically it's correct, but I'm like, how do I use this in practice? So when I see him using it in practice, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I guess there's a video guide. Look at this. Oh yeah, I saw this. Okay. He's like Chinese or something, harder to understand. No offense, but it's hard to understand very broken English. So I know about adding. I've done that. I don't want to do that because there's some characters I don't want to log in. I don't do that. Maintenance. No, I don't want to do that. Auto gear. Oh, your bots? No, I never want to do that. Current spec of bot, but I can do this with, I can do that demonology. So if I target that, will it give me... Oh, invite me to your group first. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Maybe I can. Talents. Demonology, talent usage, switch, talents, auto pick talents. Okay, so I can change her spec if I want to, but I'm not going to. Oh, either she did the quest or she just gets it automatically, I think. I also learned when I had my bots running everywhere, they were running wild. I can do follow, but the best option is flee. That would be similar to, and I need to change the, this right here. Instead of follow, it needs to be flee. Right? So let me do a flee one here. And I did move Brienne's macros over to his own thing. That way I don't clutter this up with, and I need to do that with the other classes as well. So flee. Actually, in fact, I need to stop putting dot in front of these because in the end, these are only going to be like general robot commands and stuff. So, flee. What looks like flee? Maybe that looks scared, right? Yeah. I need to change that other one. Oh, and then pet passive. Flee. There we go. So that goes here. So if I go like that, she'll be fleeing. So what'll happen is if I'm in combat, she won't engage. So that's one thing I could have done when I was taming the pet, right? She won't do anything. She's fleeing, technically. She's passive. So I could tame a pet and she'll just stand there doing nothing, as opposed to like when they were working before. Now if I, go like that, she'll send her pet because I used a macro that has a built-in thing, right? P attack. Now, I also learned one other thing, and that is the idea of tanks sending a tank first, right? So he was explaining that in his video, which is really helpful. See, flee, run toward the player, stay in place. I did have that one, but I was doing that by hand. Here we go, tank. So I can say, like, I wonder if this will work. At tank, right? So I can say, I just want the tank to attack. So if there's no proper tank, she won't do anything, right? But if I had a paladin with me, who is a tank, like, is this a paladin? It's a dwarf. Warrior, okay, invite. Let's look at her spec real quick. I can make her into a tank. She's a protection warrior. Okay, so she's a tank, so I should be able to go over here and then say, whoops. Whoops. I did the come back. Here, let me add that as a separate thing. Over here. Tank. At tank attack. And this is, do I have a shield icon? There we go. Let's just put that on F for now. F. Is she not the tank? No, that's not working. Let me look at his video real quick.
And whatever. You never knew. And
He uses different keybinds, and that's fine. I have my own preference.
I can hit a bag,
Okay, so see the combat plus CC, that was another thing that I was like, what? So it's in here as well. It's like strategies is what they call it. See, now they don't know anything because none of them respond to tank, so it's kind of weird. So yeah, here's combat. A combat strategy, so here's the strategy codes. Non-combat prefixes, right? Ooh, interesting. Let's go CO question mark. Strategies. AoE, avoid AoE, boost, cast time, CC, chat, curse of agony, default, demo, DPS assist, duel, follow, formation. So they have all sorts of built-in things. Tank, tank assist, tank face. Yeah, so she is built for tanking, I think. You can reset specific strategy type. But she already has tank, so I don't need to tell her that. And as far as warrior goes, where is it? Where's warrior? Warrior. I think I say that like a hick. It's weird. I don't see warrior. Oh, these are pet class? No. Priest, paladin, hunter, warlock, raid specific. There's no warrior one. That's weird. Oh, because these are special things. Okay. Food, PvP, loot. Does the @ tank only work if you're in a 5-person group? Let's see here. AzerothCore player bot using @ tank. Oh, set combat strategy. Okay. There's obviously add-ons that let you do this more easily, but I just wanted to try to figure it out first. So, is it that she has the strategy, but it's not enabled? How do I assign her to a tanking role? I mean, she's protection paladin, right? It says protection, right? In the tooltip at the top, protection 003, that's her spec, right? If I go in here and inspect her, I can see the talents. She has shield specialization, so she's already, you know, sort of talented into that a little bit. Could be tank pull. Maybe I just like that. I go tank pull. Yeah, see, she doesn't respond. So how do I tell her you are the tank? Let's see. AzerothCore player bots. How to assign roles. Assigning roles. Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to whisper her. And we're going to say tank. She doesn't respond. We're going to set her to be DPS. Now if I do tank pull, no, that doesn't work. Maybe the player bots command. Let me target her. Bot tank. Oh. And not use this command or non-add class bot. I wonder if it's a follow thing. There we go. So they were on flee. That's why it wasn't working, because they were fleeing. Okay, good to know. Good to go. Good to know. So I need to figure that out. I like the idea of them fleeing when I do this, because that lets me pull everybody out of danger, including my pet. It's like, don't engage in combat. Pet is passive. I want them to be passive when I hit this button. But now I want to set them back to being active. I was thinking I might do that using arrows, right? Like down arrow for come back to me, forward arrow for, you know, follow, or maybe down arrow is follow. Yeah, and then up arrow is like attack or aggressive or something. Let me try that. That might work out better than using these for this. Let me just put these over here. I hate the icons for this anyway. Okay, so grind. We're going to do that on up arrow. Flee is where it is. I think I'm just going to have another one, which is attack. Which is, oops, P attack and pet defensive pet attack. And then I'll put my standard, if I can find it. I have a standard icon. Here it is. Okay, so I'll put that on that, which is what it would normally look like. So I can go like this. Ah, interesting. Okay, so I need them to be on follow as well. Okay, so follow, because that sets them from passive to at least defensive. Right? Oh, I have to hit it twice then. That's not good. Because right now they're fleeing. I'll figure it out. I just need to like play around with it. I don't want to have to hit it twice. Like that sends the pet, right? One hit. But I want them to be... I wonder. If I were to make the flee one into a... Yeah, no, I can't do a cast sequence on that. I definitely want them to flee when there's super danger. Like when I want them to all pull back. But I just need to figure out... Maybe I should have an interim command, which is, follow me. Maybe that's the down arrow, right? Follow me, down arrow. So let's try down arrow. I do need to make this better. E-S-E. I think I might change this. The SE thing is just... I don't think it's a good fit. Okay, so this is attack, pull back, left, right, up, and down. All right, so now we have attack, flee, grind, and now I can put follow on down arrow. Okay, so now we fleed. Now I can say, okay, now you're just following me. And now I can say, attack. There we go. That works. Okay, so now let's go attack. Let's try. Let's remove that. Let's say tank attack. Let's see how that works. Good, she's going. And now she joins in. That's perfect. See, I knew I'd get it figured out. I just have to make it work for myself, you know? There is a mod that you can get that... and an add-on that works with the mod that means you don't have to put these weird commands in chat, but I'm not there yet, right? I'm comfortable learning this bit by bit, seeing the commands, seeing how it responds, so I sort of need the training wheels for now. So let me remove her from the group. And let me bring her back in. Actually, yeah, let me bring her back into the group. And she should not remember her role at this point, I don't think. So now if I send this, she knows she's the tank. Good. Because she's a protection paladin, or a protection warrior. So the reason I like the tank command there is because I don't want DPS to immediately start hitting. I mean, my pet, of course, but I don't want DPS to run in. I want her to run in first, and then DPS to go, oh, we're doing that? Okay, let me start hitting. Of course, we're doing so much damage now because... Let's have everybody come over here. that's weird. Why did she immediately start attacking? That's bizarre. Did I click on it by accident? I don't want her to be aggressive. Oh yeah, interesting. So she's just like, I'm going to town here. That's interesting. So she's like super aggressive now. That's weird. Let me, fleeing, following. But now they shouldn't attack it, right? If I do this, they will engage. Because they're following, they're sort of in defensive. It really should be defensive, not following, but I get why they do that. Because if it were to work like the pet, like my pet would attack if that thing tried to attack me. But now I can say, now the tank goes, now DPS starts chiming in. Free for all. Shit. Son of a bitch. I need to find better keys for that. Maybe I can do like, do I have any other bars? I don't think I have other bars, do I? Let's see, let's unlock them all. So I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Those would be for the druid. So this would be like feral, balance, bear, right? So I don't want to use those. I mean, I might have to get the bar, but I'd rather use it using keybinds. That's my preference. So I want to use what I have here. Because I like using, I don't like having to click on something on the screen to make something work, you know, except for like looting something or whatever. Oh, interesting. Let's try this. Tank pull back. That's interesting. It's like sending a pet. Like, I do that with a pet. Like, I'll send the pet, then as soon as the pet engages, I'll do that, you know, to pull him back. You know, my delete button. That's just what I have as far as, like, what I've conditioned myself to use over the last 16, 17 years. Follow. I don't know. Should follow be forward or up arrow? Maybe down arrow should be flee. But I'm so conditioned to using delete. I can't imagine my muscle memory would be retrained that quickly. I do like the idea of forward being grinding, though. Like, go for it, guys. Although I sort of would want that not to be a normal course of action. I think that should be a special thing. I'll pull that off somewhere else. So maybe follow should be up, and flee should be down. Down. Come back. Okay, now follow. No, I don't like that. My brain doesn't like that. I don't like it at all. But follow, yes. Let's go forward. Forward, everyone. Maybe backward is stay. That's what that should be. Stay. I want the arrows to be controlling them, basically. Stay. And there's all sorts of complicated things you can do, and eventually I might have to use a mod for that, but I'd rather not do that yet. I'd rather learn the commands as much as I can. What looks like stay. there like a rest button? Let's just use that. I don't even know what that is. And let's change follow to be like, what was that icon I saw? Looked like someone running. Over here on the left, there we go. Follow. Stay. Follow. Stay. Follow. And then would, what would left and right be? If I did that way. Maybe that's where maybe I can put free for all and group loot there. And just leave master loot out of it for now. But then grind would be like over here somewhere, or maybe like alt, you know, one of these weird commands that I don't normally use. Like maybe I just have it passively like there, you know, where I have to go click it manually so I don't accidentally hit it in the middle of, you know, a big group of crazy things. But I could. I don't want to, like, I was thinking I could put, like, tank attack here, right? But if I do that, then if I have no tank, then nothing happens, right? If no one's set to be the tank, then she's just going to sit there doing nothing. And I don't want that. I want the bots to actually go start attacking. Like, even her. Even that. Right? I want them all to go start attacking. And only in specific situations where I'm like in a dungeon, because I need to figure this out. I need to be able to send the tank first. If I'm not the tank. And usually, I mean, the first time through, I think I'll try to be the tank to see how well they respond to what I'm doing. Like if they can figure out, oh, I'm going to attack this, attack that. Because they seem to be doing well so far. I'm going to uninvite both of these characters. You go have fun, be free. I will G-invite you, though. 31 people online. 73 total. A bunch of them are slackers. Okay, let's sell this crap.
I supply only the finest goods. I need to
See, I don't want someone to sit down and explain this to me. I need to figure it out for myself. Otherwise, I won't remember it, and I won't know how to apply it. So I'm keen to just do the work, right? That's how that's how my brain works. I have to do the work. Otherwise, it won't mean anything to me and I won't remember it.
Greetings. Light bless you.
Okay, so we figured out that let me see if I can get another tank. If they'll respond immediately to tank. Paladin. Invite. Well, she can't be a tank yet because she's not 10. Let me see if there's anyone in the guild. Oh, there's my good friend Emagorn. Let's invite them. You can stop what you're doing and come to me. Thank you. Now, I have done nothing to him. He is an arms warrior. So if I use tank attack, he should do nothing, I don't think. Let me see here. Let me remove the periods from all of these. What did he just do? Did he just put a sharpening stone on his weapon? That's awesome. He did. He just sharpened it. That's awesome. I recognize that sound. So dot grind. Gray. Stats. Sum 5. Train. Say master. Mast. Group. Makes it easier to understand. These will be moved. Oh, how did I get all the same? Oh, geez Louise. I don't want the same icon for that. Attack. Auto attack. I want that to be set by the thing. Da, da, da. Free for all. Flee looks like a scared thing. Follow looks like that. Gray. Really wish I had access to items here, as opposed to just spells. Is there a piece of junk that I can pick? That looks gray. Grind. I want swords. Swords. Give me swords. There we go. Group. Is there like a little thing where I have multiple things? Scary. That means leave my shit alone. Master loot. I am the master. No, I am the master. Stats. What looks like math? Give me your stats. There we go. That looks like a clock, so that's stats, right? Stay. That's a terrible icon for that. I just need a guy standing alone, like standing still. Maybe that. Just stand still. Yes, I know it's for something else. Okay, so summon. Bugle. That's it. Da-da-da-da-da. Train. Now, my brain says this is train, but I don't know why. I need to change the other one. Somehow that, to me, means train. So stay. What would be stay? Flee, that's good for flee. Actually, let's go fix that one. Yeah. Run! Because it's the priest, you know, or the warlock fear. Stay. Be alone, be safe. Okay. Of course, it's hard for me to remember where these are. I need to fix my bartender so some of these panels stay vivid, so I recognize where they are right away. Like, I know it's not my normal way of doing things, but bar number 2 is not going to fade out. Bar number 6 is not going to fade out. Okay. So it's going to look weird for a while.
Out of range.
That's going to be vivid, that's going to be vivid. But I need to sort of, like, figure those bars out. See how oppressive and bright they are? Like, wah, in my face. I don't like that. I like them to not be there until I mouse over them so I can see what I've assigned, like, to see if it's different, like if I need to fix it. Otherwise, I don't ever look at them. I just do everything by touch, right? By keys. Like I'll sometimes come down and touch these, like to get cooking, but I know generally where it is, so I know where to go. Same with all of these, right? That I could make a little bit more vivid because it's not becoming F. There we go. Normally the icon, the add-on that I use makes it more like vivid, but I could maybe do this. Now it's easier to see because it doesn't automatically get darker. All right, what else can I do here? Common strategies for tanks. Tank assist. Pull back. I like that. Threat. Prioritizes high threat abilities to keep aggro. I kind of like that. Okay, so if I send tank, okay, so we have free for all, group. I still hate these icons. Flee is good. Follow is good. Stay is okay. Follow. Stay. Follow. Okay. Free for all. Group loot. Left and right. Master loot is something I will use sparingly, so I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I do like that icon better. Summon 1. Or summon 5. No, I guess summon 1. Although this guy doesn't really need... No, he actually does. Okay, because it has the follow on, or the... What I need is not that. Okay, so summon. So summon 1 is like, come here, right? And then, let's see what else. I'm thinking. I really like the attack and flee. That works really well. That fleeing is excellent. That attack is very, very good. But I don't think he'll attack, right? I do that. Yeah, because he's not a tank yet. He's not set to be a tank. But I can change him so that he is, right? So what's the command for that? There's like a code you can do to say change your spec. It'll just like pick the next one in the list or do it at random. Here we go. I think this is it, right? Yeah, so let's try that. Let's whisper him and go, why is my... Hide out of combat. Why am I in combat? This should be hiding. How am I still in combat? Did a nearby activity put me in combat? It's very strange. Is there a bug? It should be hide out of combat. I'm somehow in combat. I don't know how. Maybe if I log out and back in. Either that or bartender's confused. Okay, so yeah. I was somehow in combat. Okay, so he is currently an arms warrior. If I go talents, spec, tank. Spec tank not found. He's still an arms warrior. Oh, talents, spec list. Ah, that's it. Okay. Talents, spec, prot, PvE. Picking prot, PvE. There we go. He's a protection warrior. Excellent. Okay, so now, if I say, whoever the tank is, go do this, I could say, at tank, pull back. So now he knows he's a tank, because he's a prot spec. So now he's going to go pull that enemy back. Since I told him attack, and then I did that thing. I guess I didn't need to do that. And I think the only time I need to do, to say, follow, is if I say stay or flee, right? If I do stay or flee, which means he's going to come to me. He's going to follow me wherever and not do anything. But if I go following, now he will attack. Very interesting. I'm in my brain. I'm trying to think, under what circumstance can I reliably set up? Do I need a separate attack button for when I have a tank and when I don't have a tank? I don't know. Because right now it's tank attack. Maybe I do. Maybe I need to set that up differently. So this would be like, let me copy this. So attack, and of course if I don't have a pet, then it'll ignore the pet command. So this is just a normal attack, and this is with tank, right? I need to figure that out. Same icon. Right? Or wait, maybe no. Oh. Maybe now I use the shield attack. Shield icon. There we go. And maybe I just name it same name. It's just depending on whether there's the shield or not. Let me invite some rando in. Warlock, invite. Okay, so we're going to test this out. Hello. We're all on follow, so now we're, ready to fight. Now if I go E, actually, let's remove, because I don't want my pet going in. Let's set the pet defensive, but not attack. So we're fleeing, now we're going forward, now we're going tank attack. Yeah. Oh, wow. He just randomly got a guild tabard. That's interesting. Oh, wow. That's my... Oh, okay. No, that's not the druid I was playing with. He's, Amagorn. It's slowly making sense to my brain. Very slowly. I just need to figure out the keybind so that I can use the, almost 20 years of muscle memory I can put that to good use rather than having to reinvent the wheel and teach myself all new moves that don't apply anywhere else and that might confuse me if I go back to, you know, some other version of the game. I don't want that to happen either. Think here. So left and right buttons currently are free-for-all and group loot. Free-for-all is preferred. When I'm on a quest that has drops, or if there's a chest. Group loot is good if I want my mobs to harvest. Basically, you went on group loot as much as you can. But free-for-all, you switch to when there are quest drops, like 8 drops or, 10 drops or whatever that you have to loot from mobs. Or there's a chest, because it'll force them not to loot. They'll like not touch anything, relying on you to do everything. But group loot is sort of the preferred. Maybe I should swap those. Because group loot is the default, and if I want to change it, then it would be free-for-all. And I'm like, nope, let's go back to group loot. That makes more sense. Left, reading left to right. Left is where you start, so group loot is where you start, so that would be left. If you want it different, you go right, put it back with left. Or I could have it so it's, can I do a cast sequence with that so it toggles? Probably not. Set loot method. Let's see, WoW. Set loot method. Cast sequence. Can that work in a cast sequence? Okay. So you can't do that because it's not a spell. Oh God, get rid of all the ads. Ugh, go away. That's a bit complicated. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way. Oh well. I'll have to do it by hand. So, sorry, I'm still waking up and drinking my iced coffee. Oh, there's a guildie. Okay. Oh, I need to feed my pet. Uninvite. Uninvite. So now it's a matter of figuring out how to do these things, right? Because attack, I just have built in. Maybe I want this attack to be like to work with my pet, right? Like if I need to send my pet, although that does work with Hunter's Mark, right? I don't need to do anything else there. Maybe I just try this for a while and see how that works, where it's just a tank attack, and then everyone else waits. Now that's interesting. These things are supposed to be tied to each other. Like social aggro, which is what I get in public. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually very good with the people in person. I'm very charismatic.
What are you looking for?
I make people laugh, and
For the Alliance.
my wife says, "Yeah, you've got Riz." What the kids are saying. Women smile at me, that whole thing. Even though I'm 61, girls will still smile at me because I'm like, I don't know. Just there's something. Maybe because they sense intelligence. I don't know. Humor. They say sense of humor. That doesn't mean you can laugh at things. It means you can make funny observations and be self-deprecating and, endear yourself to people. stupid fingernails all itchy. One moment. Don't you hate that when you get a little snag in your fingernail? I have emery boards for this. Like a girl. No, emery boards are awesome. Okay. That way you don't have to get the snippers and snip a huge chunk out. You just whittle it down a little bit, like you know, it's, think of it as a power tool. Sandpaper. It's woman's version of sandpaper. So we're just gonna go solo for a while, because I can. Actually, yeah, solo's fine. If I don't think I'll run into trouble because I'm way above. See, the only time I'd ever use attack, normally, this spell, is if I want to send my pet in to grab something, and then I'll pull it back out, right? So, like, I could do that. Now, my pet's not doing it, so... Oh, look, she just logged in right there. So she's not doing anything, but this is what I would do. But now I can pull the pet back with... Now it's going to complain that I'm not in a party, but that's fine. I don't mind if it complains right now. Maybe I should always play in a party. That would alleviate that. I'll tell you what, you're going to follow me. We're going to play together for a little while. Thank you for the int buff. And now if I say tank attack, nothing's going to happen. Because she can't be a tank, ever. At least I don't think she can. We're going to do these quests. Low-level quests, yes. There should be a quest down here. Why isn't there a quest down here? The Lover's quest. Yeah, there it is. It's not showing for some reason on the map. Oh, you know why? Icons. Trivial. No. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. I think I use that on the normal servers. There's isn't there a trivial selection here? Available quests. It's like, it should be showing. I mean, it's doing this, but it's not doing it on the map. I want it on the map. Why isn't Questy showing it on the map? Maybe this? No. Maybe advanced? Ah, here we go. Show all. Yeah. There we go. That's it. I knew there was a setting that should be set. See, because I don't mind. I want them to show gray, because I'm like, I want to know that they're not giving me any significant amount of experience. Oh, good. They're a frost mage. Excellent. free for all because I want drops. And I want to be able to skin. See, she got the chunk of boar meat and I wanted it. So that actually worked with my brain. My brain immediately knew right arrow. I should probably do like alt right arrow or shift left, right, up and down for like more esoteric commands. Like I would rather have like left and right arrow be some combat thing because they're easy to hit, and then shift left, right, up, down be like utility things like loot systems. So like shift left, shift right be, you know, free for all, whatever. I just need to figure out where I'm going to put them. Like I could put them here, like left, right, up, down, you know, left, right, up, down, shift left, right, up, down, because I have the space there. And then I can just reserve these for more like other things that I would normally use. Because having to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like there's nothing that associates in my brain 1 with free for all. You know, there's no free for all that means 1 or anything. So the mnemonic is not in my brain. Like there's no muscle memory.
You need something?
Hey, let's just do that now. Okay, so get rid of all those. We're going to left, right, up, down, shift left, shift right, shift up, shift down. Now, normally shift left and shift right would be for popping, like if I have a Tundra Mammoth mount and I have the NPCs on it, shift left would bump the left one out. Shift right arrow would bump the right one out. So I could carry passengers, but I'm not going to be doing that here. So there's that. So let's, I'm going to have to put these somewhere else. So let's go like, let's try this and this for now. Or maybe, no, there's no great way to put this right now. Okay, so we have group loot is shift left. Free for all is shift right. Follow is up. Stay is down. See, these are combat related, right? So maybe I do master loot as like shift up. So shift up, shift left, shift right, and then up, down, up, right? And then flee is, you know, delete. Now we're following. That's starting to work better for my brain. Now I just need to figure out what I'm going to put over here. Let me think about that for a little bit. Maybe, you know what I can do? I can move this over. I can get my Shift E back. So Shift E, tilde, delete. Normally delete would be assigned to this right here, but now I've got it bound into this macro. Like this right now is Control 0. Normally you'd see delete or backspace.
You need something?
It's delete on my keyboard because I'm using a Mac keyboard because I don't like clicky keyboards. I like my slim, low profile touch. It's very sensitive. It's like the whatever it's called, the Apple. It's the current one that Apple sells, the extended keyboard. It's like $200. It's crazy expensive, but it's so nice. Very low profile, doesn't sit way up in the air, doesn't go clack, 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 clack every time you hit a key. I hate that.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
It doesn't, like, the finger travel distance is very, very low, which is also very nice. It just immediately, it's like a laptop keyboard. Just as an extended version of a laptop. Like slim profile, you know? It's beautiful. Unfortunately, gaming does wreck them after a while, so I've bought several of them over the years, which is unfortunate. And I wish I didn't love them so much because then I could save money when they break. I've tried to repair them and I can't repair them. I just make it worse. And if I tried to hire someone to repair it, it would probably be more expensive than just buying a new one. They are, let me see what their price is right now. Apple extended keyboard. Yeah. I guess they're not that expensive. I don't need Bluetooth. I can just plug it in. So 120 bucks. It's like, but it is a nice keyboard. Oh my God. Once you get used to it, you can't go back. It's just gorgeous. It feels, the feel of the keys is mwah, perfection. If you've ever used like a MacBook, like a really high-end MacBook, that's the keys. It just feels, they just glide. And they're whisper quiet, and they have like the perfect amount of touch response. The ones I have are wireless, but I use one of them wired all the time, so if this one breaks, I'm just going to get a wired one because there's no reason, there's no point. It's always plugged in because my PC has issues with the Bluetooth. My Mac is fine, of course, with its Bluetooth keyboard, but the PC is like, I don't know,
Good day to
Bluetooth,
you.
it's antenna problems,
Have a good one.
motherboard problems, whatever. Back to Billy. Come on, Meiji. It'll be nice to get Aspect of the Viper. That's so nice. You just stay in that, and then you use the glyph that reduces the penalty by 10% or 10%. So yeah, you do 10% less damage, but when you're questing, you're a beast anyway. It doesn't really matter, and you never run out of mana. You can cast everything you have over and over again, and you never run out of mana. It barely even makes a dent. It's beautiful. It's like rage at that point. Not enough rage. It's a dwarf warrior or a gnome warrior running out of rage. Not enough rage. I still have to run back over here, right? No, I think I'm done here. Yeah, now I can go in. Need to be in Hawk. My bad. Oh, you know what? Auto shot or auto attack needs to have attack. And then auto shot needs that as well. Yes. And it should have that defensive, that attack as well, I believe. That way, I don't have to cast a spell. I can just do that, and it still works, right? If I don't want to expend mana, if I just want to hit auto attack, which is sort of a placeholder for what will be there later, which is steady shot, or I might not even use steady shot later. Oh, sure. I'm happy to do it. It makes it more interesting to me to just not be doing this all by myself. Knowing that there's the potential for someone else to be watching this. Plus, I like watching it later on. Like, it's entertaining to me to like, pop it on and go, oh, what was I doing that day? Oh, yeah. I won't watch the whole thing, but I'll watch a little bit of it. Like, that was fun. I remember that. I'm way overpowered for these mobs right now, so auto shot is more than enough. Of course, below level 15, your regen is insane. Once you hit 15 and you're ready for dungeons, they turn off the hose. And now you have to work for your resources. There's even a setting for it in the server. That. You know touch.
Target.
It's marked. This marked, but is it really marked? I'm doing that to mark it on the map for Gatherer. See the nodes. I'm not a miner, but it'll still work. It'll still, if the node's not already there. Oh. Join the guild. See how many people we have. 32 guild members, 32 online. 74 guild members. Oh. That was a nice low-level quality of life change they made with the 3.0 patch, was making it so the first 14 levels have like really high regen, so you don't have to think about resources right away. It does sort of give you perhaps bad habits right away. I don't ignore people, I troll them until they ignore me. Yeah, welcome to my life, maybe. Sadly, sometimes. Not often, but sometimes.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh,
See you later.
Tell you what, let's just, shit. Let's get rid of this shittiest little piece of shit.
Hey there. Safe travels.
That comes from having free-for-all, because now I'm picking everything up. Okay, so did anything drop that I can use? Probably not, because they're all low level. Okay, so we're heading back to Goldshire. I forgot my SSD back. Oh, that's nice. The mage, couple reasons. First of all, it's fun. It feels less lonely to have a little follower. Like, I don't know if you ever played Legion or Draenor, but if you have a follower with you, it's like having a pet, a hunter pet. It just feels fun. It's like, I'm not alone out here in the world. We're fighting together. It's just us, just you and me, baby, kind of a thing, you know? And the other thing is, my macros are set up to control, like, if I look at my steady shot macro, see this P attack right here? That only works if I'm in a group, right? So I'm sort of designed so that I'm in a group all the time. And I'm the one controlling the group, so I want to be able to tell the group things. But that, I mean, if I take her out of the group, it just says, you're not in a group, you're not in a group, you're not in a group, and that's annoying. So that's the other reason. I don't want that error message to pop every time. Plus, it's just fun. Plus, there's a little bit more XP, I think, when you're in a group. You just get a little bit more, like, icing on the cake there when it comes to XP. At least I think.
Hey there.
That's in my head somehow.
See you around.
Here, let me look that up for sure. Wrath of the Lich King group bonus XP. I thought there was bonus XP. Let me see here. There you go. Total experience generated. So it does, you do, let's see, divine group bonus. So there is a little bit less XP. Yeah, there you go. But with 2, boy, that does suck, doesn't it? Yeah, so quest experience, which is where I'm getting most of my experience, doesn't diminish. Why not another class? Well, I've invited other, I don't know, it was just the NPC that was nearby. Normally I would use a druid for the armor buff and the stats buff and the healing, but there was no druid nearby, so I just grabbed her. Because the error message was getting on my nerves.
See you later. Safe travel.
But like I could ditch her in a heartbeat, like uninvite. And I could go to the guild and say, let's go get Emagorn, which is who I was playing with before. So he's, I think he's a resto druid, right? Yeah. So he'll heal me, he'll buff me and the pet. Thorns. I need him to put thorns on the pet. It's kind of a bit weird that he doesn't. So now we have a heal bot. No. I'm trying to avoid the bot control add-on. I don't need another thing on my screen, and I don't want to have to reach over to click buttons to make them do things. I want to use keybinds. So that's why I have like these down here and these right here. I'm learning how the system works, and part of doing that is trying to integrate it into the way that I already play the game. If I have to bring a panel up, right? Because I've seen the panel. You can see it in his video here, right? It's this panel right here. I don't want to have to need that yet. Maybe if I go into a raid, I'll need that, but I'm hoping to avoid the necessity of using that panel, if I can avoid it. If I can figure out how to do everything just using the keyboard commands I already know, or weaving them as commands into what I already do, like, for example, if I look at my my attack macro that normally I would use to send pet to attack something. So right now it's /P, so group chat, @tank attack, right? So if I do have a tank, he'll attack. If I don't have a tank, it'll do nothing. So like he's not a tank, right? So I do that and nothing happens, right? But if I tell him I want him to change his spec to be a bear, then he would then go over and start attacking that. So I'm sort of preparing myself for group play in little baby steps, basically. I'm trying to use baby steps to learn how the system works, and part of that is me doing everything manually, using macros, using keybinds that I'm already familiar with and comfortable with. And if I have to, if this proves to be completely insufficient, and you know I'm doing a 25-person raid someday down the road, maybe if I get that far, I might not. I might get tired of doing this before then. Then yeah, I'll just grab a mod or an add-on that just lets me set up things, and maybe I can attach keybinds to it. I don't know. I'll learn that later. But I hope that does that fully explain an answer to your question. Because remember, I'm just starting out with this. I've been doing less than, 20 hours, probably, right? Played 11 hours, so total maybe 25 hours. Well, in a way it's challenging, in a way it's less challenging. To me, more challenging would be having to learn a new UI widget. I don't want to have to do that yet. That would be more challenging to my brain. Weaving the spells in to my already existing playstyle using macros is more fun to my brain. It also forces me to learn the codes and commands and sort of, peer into the underbelly of how it works.
Inventory is full.
I need to sell stuff, don't I? And this needs to be in free-for-all. Shift free-for-all. Let me vend all this crap. I forgot. I got to monologuing. Let's see. Anyone still level 1? Nope, they're all level 2 now. Nope, they're all level 3 now. Yep. Wow, the ones here are higher, yep. It didn't make many low-level characters, did it? Interesting. I told it to add 50 characters. Oh, they probably logged off. That's what it is. They're in the log-on, log-off pool of characters. I should have expected that. But they'll be back. I just didn't want the starting area to be completely empty.
I supply only the
It
finest.
felt weird to go over there and see no one rolling a new character.
Have a good one.
Bryn is our tailor. Bridia. Actually, we're still making money, aren't we? So let's just sell this shit. Auction Gal. Let's go check Auction Gal real quick and see if she's sold anything. Actually, let me check all the characters because they probably have stuff that might still be on the auction house that I want to pull off. I'm so glad I got that finally to work. Expired, that's fine. Send these to Auction Gal. And Roughtstone. Oh yeah, so you're basically have probably about as much experience as I do, maybe more, because I only started like 4 days ago, I think. I mean, I've watched videos about it for a while, and I've had interest in doing it, but I was like, I had other things that I wanted to do instead, like, you know, Burning Crusade, Mists of Pandaria, you know, the official versions, and then there's Diablo 4 comes out, and then the new Fallout 76 season comes out, and it's like, you're easily distracted. This needs to go to 3. So they open faster. Maybe I can make a bunch of linen bags and sell them. I tried to do an auction house scan, but apparently the bot doesn't like scans. It's not designed for that. Either that or I need to do it a slower version. I do have a lot of interest in doing, I showed this earlier, but I'll show it again. Oops. Damn it. Or Olama. Whoops, not this. Here we go. I'm very interested in this. So, using essentially ChatGPT to have the bots use more realistic dialogue. So that interests me, but I never set up that locally before, so I need to tinker with that before I... Real life friends?
You need
I have no real life friends. Like, the only people that I know that would play this are my sister and a friend, and they're like, their WoW days are way behind them. They're like, nah, not really interested.
Farewell.
So other than that, nope, I'm not inviting anyone. If they were to play it, I would do it, but they're not, so. Let's just do that much for now. But no, I don't want to open this up to the public, no exceptions. Under any circumstance. I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to run afoul of Blizzard, but I also don't want the nightmare, the headache. No. It's just mine. This is just my little private server that I'm running on a Mac, and then I'm accessing it from a Windows computer, Windows 11. I'm just using AzerothCore blade. But, you know, you can set one up yourself. It's, just go to AzerothCore.org, I believe. And just follow all the instructions, right? Just do all the things, and there's Discords to help you. Like, I had a problem yesterday, and someone on Discord helped me, and I'm like, thank you, you're my hero. Okay, so we're posting 5 of those. Posting no current auctions. Post those. We'll post those. these, and those, and that, and that. And let's post this as 99 silver. See what's being sold. Reset, search. Well, I'm not playing with friends, so it's not, that part isn't cool for me, but it would be cool. Like if you wanted to set it up and invite your friends, you do have to, you know, have a way for them to tunnel in through your router. So you have to add port forwarding to your router, and you have to make it so they can access, like they can find you, right? Using your public facing IP address, using some sort of dynamic DNS. Yeah, just follow Nerve's example. He like walks you through how to set up. I sort of stumbled through on my own. So I didn't use his setup examples. But I did come back to him, like his video for learning how he does things in groups. You know, like explaining like the CO plus CC command right there. For example, how does he do that? What does that mean in the player bot listings? Like if you come down here, there's like strategies like CO, and then you add strategies. So like CC, I'm like, what does that mean? What is that? You know? So when you first read it, it doesn't make any sense. But if you see someone else doing it, you're like, oh, that's what they mean by that. So, I really wish I could figure out why chatter's saying that. Because I really like the way what it does to my chat log. Okay, so questing, we're going this way. Cleared my inventory. We're good. These need to go in the bank. Like, these are really cute for a while. Like when they first come up, and they're still cute. My eye sees green text, and it feels comforting, right? I don't have to read it to feel like I'm on a normal server. It's just, I see green text, people are communicating. I don't have to interact. They're just happy and doing their thing, and I'm doing my thing with my little friend here. And we're all just doing our own little thing. If I need help, you know, I'll invite them in and then we'll do it together. Not that I need help. If I want help, if I want to feel like I have a little companion with me, extra little bit of help here and there. We're gonna go free for all. Make sure we're free for all. Wait a minute. Shift. Oh, right. Free for all is right. His default is group lead. Doing so much more damage than he is, but then again, I'm a hunter. Snowflakes are clear. They're just crystals that are very small, so they refract the light too much for them to be transparent.
How are you? See you around.
Hard time for my rogue partner in arenas to CC properly. Or to when you go on raids to see how you manage the macros in the group. Yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I don't PvP,
Good
so I
to
don't
meet you.
know anything about that. But yeah, let me know when you figure it out. Why did it not, why did that turn off? That's weird. I think these can drop from anything, right? The Furlbrow's Deed. Little late there, buddy. Like, my brain knows that's a bot, but it doesn't matter because I don't think of it as a bot initially. I'm like, I just see another player. You know, they're just doing their thing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh dear. Private server rain that lasts for 2 hours. Yeah, see, like this post right here, if I say, yes, you can use it for cooking, they'll be like, they don't have any context for what I just said. Like, they don't remember that someone else wrote that. And so, all right, see, man. And so it doesn't pay to respond to any of those things because they don't know what you're saying. They just have like these canned response, like what, and based, or you know, some goofy, you know, non-contextual reply that doesn't mean anything, you know, related to what you said or posted. So I think using the AI, the actual, you know, context-sensitive AI thing would actually be really interesting.
Something? Safe travels.
Heck, we're dying here, aren't we? Yeah. Now I have to go out to east. How's my Stormwind rep? I'm honored. I'm honored to be here. I feel like some of these things make no sense. Like, please stay away from Tranquillian. I mean, that makes sense, but it seems there's no alliance in Teldrassil, which is just silly. Of course there's alliance in Teldrassil. It's an alliance, you know, zone. But the AI chat is supposed to be more intelligent and more, like, situationally aware, to where, you know, if you're doing something, they'll be like, watch out for that thing, you know? At least that's what I'm guessing. I saw a video of someone demonstrating an AI bot that, this was on a private server, but it could be used on a public server, and it's like, you couldn't tell that it was a bot. It was amazing. Like, he's like, hey, come here for a second, and the bot would come over. Like, he would type out, like, longhand text, like, hey, will you come here for a second? And the bot would just come over to him for a moment. He was like, that's really cool. Let me show you. Let me find the video here. You can see my watch history. Here we go. This. See that? I mean, it's clever. It's like talking with a GPT chatbot, right? See? That's really slick. So, I don't know if the bot that I was looking at, the llama thing, if that's that, I don't know. I don't think it is. It's probably some other one. You know, someone's integrating. You know, I'm sure there's many people trying to integrate various, you know, AI chat systems into the real WoW and into, you know, this private server setup and, you know, AzerothCore and other ones as well. It's tempting, but I need to move on and do other things here. The other thing that's neat about having a little pet with you is that they will fight. If you're somewhere and you get in trouble, it's like now I can loot, because if it's just my pet, it won't let you loot the item, because it's like it would be a bit exploity for you to just set your pet on aggressive and just stand there and have your pet do all the work. But with this, if a bot, like if the bot wasn't with me, I would not have been able to loot that. Since the bot's with me, it's considered to be like a player, so I can loot it. Actually, let me go all the way over here and get the quest to kill the bears and the wolves. That way, when I'm actually doing those things, I get credit for the quest.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance. Be careful. Light bless you.
Oh, let's get... I usually go this way first. I sort of have a certain pattern that I follow for all this stuff. I should get Altaholic in here so I can see what the gold situation is across all the characters. It's just another familiar thing that I like to see. I like to be able to go down there and just pull it up and see what everyone's doing. Let's try it without him for a little while. I want to see what the XP is like. So, 66 experience from that, whoops, from that wolf. Let's find another one just like it. 86. It's not that much different. Not worth it. I like having him with me. Free for all. There we go. But the cooldown on arcane shot is crazy. I'm not used to that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's right there. It's so funny. I'm used to seeing a big question mark on it in retail or in MOP. Earth root. Is it really up there? Come on, let me up, let me up, let me up. Son of a bitch. There we go. Move this back over here. My sister texted me something, and I don't want it on the screen. Textured ceilings are such a... Oh, yeah, this is wild. Of course, it lasts... Unit, yuck. What is this? Let me go mute for a moment.
King's honor, friend. Light be with you.
It was a video about how they made the original pumpernickel, and it looks like... bleh.
Need help?
I don't like pumpernickel.
Go with honor.
But I can appreciate the interesting way that they used to make things that would last for years or months on a shelf through very careful curation of antibacterial things in food. Okay, someone killed Princess recently. Maybe they'll drop the deed. We'll see. I don't have the collector quest. But still kill those dudes. I did see that there's a mod for AoE loot. I'm not averse to that, but I don't want it now. I might consider it later, but there we go. Normally I would send my pet first. Like, I learned when I was first playing, like, send my pet in like this. Right? Send my pet in. Whoops. Send my pet in. Wait for him to engage, then start hitting, right? Because that's the only way to, like, survive as a hunter back in the day. Send pet in. Wait for pet to engage. Do a serpent sting, because mana was at a premium, and it would do... Or nothing at all, just auto shot, right? But definitely Hunter's Mark, because that was really good bang for the buck. But you don't want the enemy coming to you and eating your face. Yeah. Sort of redoing these back and forth, the free-for-all and group loot, or group loot and free-for-all, just to sort of get my brain to wrap itself around, yeah, okay, I hold shift now for those. My loot. My mobs. You stay away. Oh, don't need it. No Furl Browse Deed yet. So now I have to kill forest bears and prowlers. So I can go back on group loot for this. Oh. Unless he's an herbalist. I forget if he is or not. Yep, he is, but it's mine. Mine. I got there first. When I'm on free-for-all, I fill up very quickly. Because I get all the... Oh, I did get the deed. Nice. Excellent. Isn't that, yeah, that's, where's the deed? Yeah, out there. Is that a warrior? Off to do his warrior quest? Oh, you... Okay, no. Free-for-all, you're not looting anything anymore. You have literally the same professions I do. Jerk. Yay, it's not raining anymore. It changed. After what, 20 minutes? prowlers here. My miss rate is still too high for wing clip to hit every time. I need to level up the weapon. Let's go this way. Oh. Alright, I think I'm good. You can go away now. I want to be alone. Famous actress.
Hello.
Actually, I can probably... Okay.
See you later.
Am I out of fish? I am out of fish. You can have meat. Or you can have that fish. See, you aren't in a party. You are in a party. It's going to be doing that, but I'll just deal with it. Be nice if there was like conditional. You could say, if I'm in a party, then do this. If I'm not in a party, then, you know, don't do that. This is where having the module that, you know, eliminates the need for, you know, speaking in chat would be useful, but I'm not to that point yet. Not that sophisticated just yet. You know what I could do? This is sort of a fun little thing. Let's go like this. Let's go priest, invite. Uninvite. Did you give it to the pet too? You did. There we go. There we go. Okay, so uninvite. All right, and then is that Greta Garbo? Mm-hmm. I want to be alone. I knew it was some old actress from like the nether times, the before times, when the world was all black and white, back before we invented color. You know, when you would go outside and the sky was gray and the ground was gray and the grass was gray. But once we added color to the world, it made our color film so much more useful. Nerd! You're a Garbo nerd. That's my sister, by the way. Alicia, 3013. She streams over on Twitch. You want to go check out her streams? I don't technically stream. I'm not a, quote, streamer. Even though this is technically a stream, I'm not like a... I don't have like the social whatever it is. I don't want to have like a big following of, you know, all sorts of people, and I'm more of an introvert. Now that one I know. We're not in Kansas anymore. That's obviously Gone with the Wind. Where Scarlett O'Hara, realizing she's in Georgia, says, "We're not in Kansas anymore." I was trying to think of a name for him in the movie. We're not in Kansas anymore, Stan Laurel. You know, Laurel and Hardy. Wasn't she in The Wizard of Oz? Oz. That would be the naughty version of Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. And Gone with the Wind makes me think of Break Like the Wind, which was the Ruddles, or not Ruddles, Spinal Tap's
You need something?
second album or
Safe
whatever.
travels.
Break Like the Wind. That was awesome. If you don't know who the Ruddles are, look them up. My sister didn't know they existed until just a couple years ago
Greetings.
and was astonished. Like, how do I not know this? Like, oh yeah, the Ruddles. I even know some of their songs. Dun 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 and Double Back Alley. Dun 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 dun. They're making fun of Penny Lane, and they're, you know, they have a song that makes fun of I Am the Walrus called Cheese and Onions.
What can I do for you?
They have a Ringo song mocking Don't Pass Me By, called, oh shit, what is it called? Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't remember the name, but I know the melody. I'm a melody person, not a name person. Because I'm a songwriter. Part-time. Non-professional songwriter. Dell will tell you. Or maybe she won't. Maybe she'll be a punk. You're like, what? You write songs? So yeah, Delicia is the name that she used in WoW as well. So, like if I go to my friends list in the real version of WoW, I'll see Delicia is there, and she hasn't logged in like, 12 years or whatever. Because she's moved past this. But if you want to come play this, Del, I can set you up. You're welcome to log in and create a hunter and do huntery things, or create a whatever and have little bot followers to heal you, and
Greetings.
you can command them and stuff.
Might be with you.
because I'm not a GM on this character. I'm just a normal player. So
Or the Alliance.
any real person that logs in can do what I'm doing right now. You have full control over your group. You can actually spawn a new NPC to help you if you want to. You can even change their spec. Like, I want you to be a tank. I want you to be a healer if they're not already a healer. It's kind of clever. And then you can join the guild beads for Salfa, like we were in back in 2007, 8, 9, 10. This, by the way, is the Wrath of the Lich King version, so they have ironed out all the classes and everything works really well, and no weird crap that you find in vanilla, and a little bit in TBC where stuff is still a bit broken. Could do without the rain again. Like the pets, you no longer have to train them to, which I do miss. I did like training pets to learn skills, but you no longer have to do that. Now we have the pet talent trees when they were first introduced in Wrath. And the 3 pet types, cunning, linguist, and cunning, ferocity, and tenacity. Looking for bears. There's bears over here, right? Oh, wait. No, I got them. Okay. What am I thinking? Okay, I'll turn that in. I'll turn this in. Then I'll go do that. I didn't realize I hit my 5th bear. You could even stream this on Twitch. Be like, I'm checking out my brother's private server, private WoW server. That'd be kind of a novelty. I could even set you up with all the add-ons that work. And you don't even have to tell people you're on a private server. You just log in. You're like, okay, I'm in. Let's play the game. And then we see people like running around. No one's any the wiser because it looks like a real server. It behaves like a real server. And then all of a sudden you invite someone in there in your group and they start working with you. And I'm like, wait a minute, something's different here. How did you do that? That would be funny. What's great is there's nothing illegal or illegitimate about doing this. It's only when you open it up to the public that Blizzard has a problem with it. Like, if you start making revenue from it, then Blizzard is like, okay, cease and desist. But this, it's not open to anything. It's just me, and that's it. And if it's just one other person, that's fine too. Del, if you're still here, do you hear me talking? Like, how do you do that? I thought you couldn't have, like, when you're working, you can't have computery stuff, like, making sounds. Or is it like a headset or something? Like, I mean, you're probably on a call. But I'm just curious how that works, how you're able to hear what I'm saying. Is it, like, translated in real time or something into text? Curious minds want to know. If you're still here. If you're not here, that's cool. Because you're working. I'm surprised you popped in at all. Because you're working. Because it's a Friday. Be cool if they waved back. going back down to... We don't have the collector drop, but yeah, it's okay. It's a drop from a... What are they? They're not Furbolgs, they're, shit. Hogger. What race is Hogger? Shit. I don't remember. Whatever they are, they have a chance of dropping the collector, which is a quest starter item. There's a whole bunch of them up around here. You can see I've been there on Brill. I do have some herb nodes marked. I did try to get some sort of a database to import, but I couldn't get one to work. This version of Gatherer just doesn't seem to want to work with any sort of an import function. I even have Gatherer DB, which is a different add-on that's supposed to like coordinate with it, but it doesn't recognize it for some reason. I'd love to populate like all the zones with all the resources. Okay. Whoops. Who 1 through 4? 2 people left. The former level 4s are now level 5 and higher. Yep. Honestly, the only time I feel like my immersion is broken is if I go to Stormwind. And then all of a sudden it's like empty, which is very not like Stormwind. I'm assuming Orgrimmar is the same.
Bless you. Be careful.
What can I do for you? Hey there. See you around.
You can't do Tranquillian quest. That's Horde only, dude. Typically Blood Elf. So goofy.
Well met.
There you go.
Light bless you.
Now we're going west, young man. Go west, young man. Let's go just explore this little spot right down here. So we can uncover the map and get Explored Elwyn Forest as an achievement. I think I get it everywhere else except for there too. Damn it all. How are my impressions doing? Pretty good. Herbalism's almost 100. I think Blindweed is 100. Or at least it is in TBC. And you run into that in Westfall, so I want to at least be 100 if possible. I really need to tweak the environment settings so it doesn't rain so much. Of course, there's Briarthorn out there as well, so that's an easy way to get to 100, as opposed to these, which are unlikely to give me much XP at this point for level ups. Okay, so we have Jared Landing, which is where rogues come to do their quest, right? Little boat dock over there. Here you have to stealth in and steal something from or sap him and pickpocket the NPC that's inside. It's a very clever quest. I love this shit like that. So now we're going over here. Let's level up my swords. Just ignore that you aren't in a party error. That's because of the macro I'm using. It's one of the reasons I wanted to be in a party was to eliminate that error because I do want that in my macro. And when I'm in a party, you know, it just tells whoever I'm with to attack. But I guess either way, it just puts a word or puts something in the chat panel. I could say don't show errors. I don't know if I could do
I don't have a target.
that. Nope. That might be a system message. I do want to see system messages. System messages. I can't talk. Oh, I'm 15 now. Didn't even notice. Okay, we're gonna go with let's go with defense for now. We'll get his defenses up more, and then we'll add. So the next 2 points go here, then I'll put 2 points here, then I'll go down and get pathfinding and aspect mastery. I might not even get this right away. I definitely want this. At least 1 point there. I do want pathfinding for faster movement. Obviously this one, bestial discipline, spirit bond is good for soloing. Ferocious inspiration is nice to have. Of course, big red kitty right there. And no points in kitty yet, right? That either comes in at 16 or 20. I forget which one it starts at. I'm thinking 20, but I would be delighted if it starts at 16, because then I can put a point in this right here. Or wait. Yeah, movement speed, so he can zoom over to things. And I know I'm lazy. I want the attacks increase pet happiness, so I don't have to keep feeding him. Even though the feed animation was finally made very cute. And then the moment they did that, they also made it so you don't need to feed them, which is sort of ironic. Like, it's such a cute animation to feed your pet. You want to keep doing it, but then you have to manage more inventory and more things in your thing. It's like, I don't want to do that. Come on, give me the credit. Is it up here? Where's the exploration credit? Oh, a rare, nice. Very odd that I'm not getting the exploration credit for that. Do I have to go to the garrison for that to open up? Maybe. Maybe it's all connected as one giant thing. Like maybe it's, you know, maybe that's the sweet spot, but you can't reach there, so it just gives it to you when you get down to whatever. Let's just go along the ridge here and see if it pops. You can't get Tranquillian Rep. Your alliance, idiot. It's like saying, help me get Orgrimmar Rep. $70 achievement points. Oh my god, I'm cooking with gas.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
I'm going to solo Hogger because I'm 15, and that should be easy enough. Oh. We have this now. That's right. Wailing Caverns. Oh, wow. Okay. Be interesting to see if I can actually do that here in a minute. I'm going to do this quest first. I want to be done with Elwyn Forest and then start doing that. Why do feet smell if they have no nose? Why do noses run if they have no feet? Or you could say if they have no legs. Gnolls, that's what I was thinking of. Gnolls. These are gnolls. Of course, I picked the level 10 instead of the level 9. That was dumb. Looking for Hogger. Looks like we have some herbs here too. Nice. How are you not being attacked? She should have been attacked that whole time. That's weird. She's just like invisible to the mobs. It's like she's there but not there. If I invite her, disinvite her, will she... Shoo. Ugh. Is she gonna stand there still? Nope, now she's doing things. Be fun to watch like a level 10 try to attack Hogger. Let him get really good aggro. Bring him back a little bit.
That's still recharging.
One of the authors of Photoshop is Jonathan Knoll, who went on to work for Industrial Light and Magic, and I think of that every time I see Knowles. Jonathan Knoll. If you ever run Photoshop, you'll see him in the credits. In the about this game, you know, when you're launching the game and it comes up with the splash screen or whatever it's called. His name is tucked in there. He's one of the original authors. He and his brother built it, but he went on to do things, and his brother, more of a programmer-y geek than a special effects person. It was the first program. It's one of its first uses was for the movie The Abyss. So that was kind of cool. Never did get the collector quest. Oh well. How does he spell his name? John Knoll. Here we go. See, it's not spelled the same way, but it's pronounced Knoll, right? So, you know, Photoshop, original creators of Photoshop with his brother, Thomas Knoll, blah, 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 blah. The K is silent, so it's not Knoll, it's Knoll. Just like the G is silent in Knoll in this game.
Greetings.
You don't say Gnoll.
For the Alliance.
Yep. I need to get pawns so it shows me which things are upgrades, and I just remembered that. It's pawn. Pawn is awesome. Only me is late as usually. Looks like typical WoW grammar and spelling. What's next? Level 12. Of course, I can't respond that because they would be like, what? Being sarcasmic doesn't work here. Canned responders don't have any context for anything.
You need something? See you later. See you around.
Hello. See you around.
Am I revered? No.
Hey there.
It would be lovely to be
Safe
revered.
travels.
This blindweed? Bruiseweed, I mean. I don't know why I was thinking blindweed. That's down on Feralus. I need 100. Yep. That's what I was thinking of. What's this one over here? At least I marked it. Bruiseweed again. I'll mark it on the map. Now we'll go to Furlbrow's farm here. I also need to go to Stormwind and get the quest for the thing in the middle. I need to look around trees for Briarthorn. Because I can loot those, and they will give me credit up to 100, and then I don't have to worry so much when I'm in this zone. I can just loot everything. There's a vendor in here, which is nice. Do we have any... The NPCs have been looting all the little bags of oats, right? No, there's one.
I can't carry
Yep,
anymore.
can't do it.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Need help? Light bless you. the Alliance.
That's good for now.
Can I help you?
She's related to, what's his face?
Farewell.
She's the villain in the in
See you
Cataclysm,
Be careful.
right?
Well met. Have a good one.
That much I think I remember. Spoiler alert, sorry. Wow, the bots are really... Sorry, the other players are really out in force looting the things that I want to loot. Good kitty. No points yet. The mechanicals aren't here. Yep, someone's killing them. Damn it. You're taking my kills, dude. But maybe I can have you work with me. So you're not competition, we're working together, see? Anyone else shows up, I'm going to invite them too so I get my kill credits. Let's see. Hey, would you like a guild invite? I bet you would. Anybody 20 yet? No. 15 to 20. Wow. That's a lot of people. Guess I can kill the random shit around the edge here. And look for, I'll go loot that coyote in a minute. I want this.
It's too far away.
I think they're immune to taunt. Aren't they? Or they used to be. Oh dear. Give that to my mage. Come on, are you gonna roll for it, dude? There we go. Well, let's go get the other quests here. Because we're going to be doing multiple things at once, the same, simultaneously. Multiple things simultaneously. We're going to be doing multiple things at once simultaneously. Ooh, the 19 dust devil. I bet we could. Oops. Feed the kitty. Does more damage. Magic dust, yes. Very good stuff. Here, you can go away now. Shit. Of course, that was his loot. Damn it all. Little gnome mage. Like my gnome mage. Whose hairstyle I need to fix.
Greetings. Be careful.
Now, you only need to do Defias Brother. You don't need to do the People's Militia, but I'm going to be killing those things anyway, and I'm going to be getting the red bandanas from the other
Looking
quest
for something
that's coming
specific?
up. I'll do that.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
Let's go back to town. Actually, let's go get this other quest down here, which is the red bandanas one. Because we need to do that one in order to take the quest from the lady at the top of the tower, which is the one that takes place inside Dead Mines, or outside and inside Dead Mines.
Well met.
I don't think there would be anyone in there.
What can I do for you?
Save that. But that's okay. Lesson learned. Yeah, you should do Call of Fire. Shrew. Skinner? Nope, you're not good. My loot. Ooh, I'll get a point from that, maybe. Trees. I'll get that, but I'm gonna mark this first. Bring it over here, buddy.
Inventory is full.
I don't want to toss anything. I think it's gonna toss those. I'm going to free another slot for the Firethorn and possibly for the, well, it'll have, there's a chance it'll have Swift Thistle. But,
I can't carry anymore.
yeah, let's get rid of, 98, getting close. This little island reminds me of Season of Discovery. There was a paladin quest that brought you to this little island. Season of Discovery was amazing. I miss it so much. I missed the first two phases. I didn't like it after that. To me, they ruined it. And I stopped playing. Yeah, this little graveyard here, there was a paladin quest that you'd go there, and it was just amazing. I killed Hogger. He didn't drop it, so you're lying. It can be literally any gnoll that can drop that quest. The quest starter. Sorry, I farted. I have a song that I sometimes sing that my wife hates. She's like, no, stop it. My grandkids loved it. They thought it was so funny. Fartina Jones making tutti frutti, music with her booty. That's Fartina Jones. Like one of the SNL, that's just Pat kind of a things. I actually have full lyrics to make it into a real song. Like sort of back burner idea of making it into a goofy Al Yankovic kind of a song. Oh, 102 views. That's amazing. There's only 3 concurrent people watching, but 102 people, probably bots, right? They're like, bot. We're checking it for, licensing abuse, blah, 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 blah.
Inventory is full.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine. I get this silverleaf. Man, I don't need silverleaf. I need earthroot or mage royal for skill ups. Silverleaf is like gray at this point. Yay, the rain stopped. I'm gonna, as soon as I get this flight path, I'm gonna take a break and clean up inventory. I'll clean up inventory, get the flight path, clean up inventory, and then take a break, check auctions and post auctions. And then I need to fix the environment variables so that it does still rain, but it's much less frequent. Especially the heavy rain. I don't like the heavy rain. I sometimes like it, but only on rare occasions. Like if it had like a 1% chance or a 0.5% chance, that'd be fine. Like a light rain, I don't mind, but I want that to be even that as half as likely. It's better than nothing, I guess. Cracked eggshells. No, it's not better than nothing. Nothing is actually better. Because now you just have something taking up a bag slot that only gives you 4 copper. I see no one's doing the Ani quest line. Not that anyone would, but that's a joke. Whoops. Why am I stuck on nothing? Spend some things
Well
first.
met. Light bless you.
How are you?
Thank you.
Have a good one. Hey there.
Because we want to do
See you later.
Stormwind rep, even if it's minimal. We're going to mail things out to Auction Gal. I'll deal with all the other stuff later. Like, actually, I want to keep one of these stack. Yeah, one stack of 20. Oh, I don't want to get rid of these. I need those. I need those. Yeah. In fact, what I do in retail is I set those, even though they're set to be cooking, I actually want those to be quest items, so they're not sold accidentally. This is going to her as well. And so is that. And those. Everything's for sale.
Good day to you. See you around.
What am I carrying? Deeds, wine ticket. Oh, right.
I barter trade. Go with honor, friend.
Let's do macro, Briand, fish. Create a new one called, whoops. Meat. You know the difference between fish and meat? If you beat your fish, it dies. Did not work. It's not how you spell stringy. There you go. Up. I missed the one out here. And the one in here. And I need to get the flight path. Flight path. And I need to mail these out. This goes to Brimage. This goes to Bryn for deconstructing, for crunching for materials. Anybody level 20 yet? Nope. Anybody level 19? Nope. Any level 19? Eastern. Look at all the characters in Eastern Plaguelands. They must be like immune or something, like trying to get from one point to another or something. Like how they were scuttling up from, like they were traveling through here and just going up over the mountains. Like, because their pathing is broken or something. They don't know how to use the tram, I think. I think that's what it is. They don't know how to use the tram. And I think there might be something with them going through Eastern Plaguelands to get to, like, the Ghost Lands, maybe? And they go immune? I don't know. It's weird. I should probably look it up. Low level in Eastern Plaguelands. Nothing obvious. Because there's like there's settings in the player bots that are like, you know, you're not supposed to go into a place that's, you know, 3 levels above you or whatever. Or if it is, you're supposed to leave. Or if you're 1 level above the zone or, you know, the highest enemy, then you're supposed to go on to the next zone kind of thing. But I don't know why they would all end up at Eastern Plaguelands and end up dying as a result. It's very strange. If I were higher enough, I would go over there and look.
See you later. Hey there.
Or maybe I should create a GM character. Well, no, I don't want to be a GM character. GM account I should probably set up. That way I can go check weird things like that and see why it's doing it. But not play that way, like no actual playing, no leveling. Just become like God mode and just fly over there and look. See what the hell they're doing.
Looking for something specific?
Like if they're all running together in a single file, like you see bots do on a live server sometimes. Like, what are they headed to? What can I fix that makes them not do that anymore? Because it's very strange. Because there's like no quests over there for them. None. And the Horde bots shouldn't be in there either. They should use the teleporter between Silvermoon City and the Undercity. Not quite high enough to train to the next level yet. Plus, I'm not level 20. I think you have to be 20 to train to 225. Only need 1k more Tranquillian rep? No, you need all of it, because they're hated and they will attack you and kill you. Because you're Alliance, you numbnuts. You can't get Tranquillian rep, you idiot. I think I did get the flight path. I remember that. All right. So, let's go. Oh, yeah. I need to go over here. Here? No. Oh, there it is. Good. I'll have to fix the mage. I thought it was on the other side. Mage needs his correct hairstyle. I blanked on that part. Didn't do it correctly. It's 11 o'clock. Ding, ding, ding.
Hello. Safe travels.
Humble beginnings. There's task. Let's turn that in. I should have set my hearth in the front of Stormwind. Oh well. Samoflans, are you in Barrens? Yeah, look at that.
No! Keep your feet on the ground!
Underground assault, let's get that. It's for dead mines.
Good day to you.
Let's get the ones in the inn here. From the dwarves. For the miner cards and the what's his face card. That's fine. Go seek Shoni the Silent. I think they give that in Iron Forge, right?
Great to meet you. What can I do for you?
That's 3 of the 5. The other 2 will come from Westfall. Wait. I did that, but it didn't put it on the map. Oh, there it is. Okay. Weird. Okay. I didn't notice it. I'm starting to lose my energy. Means I need to go like do other things. As fun as this is, I can only have so much fun. And then my brain is like, okay, I'm tired. Turn this in. She gives the quest for blood and something for stockades, right? Is she the one?
I buy and trade. Be careful.
Return to Westfall. I think what I'll do is, before going back to Westfall, I'll go out to Lakeshire, get that flight path, and then I'll fly to Westfall. But I'm not going to do it now. Maybe I should do it now before I forget. Let's see, my rep is eh. Oh, I looked it up. They didn't add the tabard vendor here until Kata. But you can
How are you?
boost your Stormwind rep obviously by questing or by doing doing the tournament event in
Have a good one.
in Ice Crown Citadel. And that's when they sort of planted the idea, along with using the reputation tabards from the various Northrend factions. And then when Kata came out, they said that let's do that again, but let's do it everywhere else too.
Life bless you.
How you doing, Stormwind now, right? Oh, okay. Except that, and I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to do that. I'd rather sell my wool or use it. You're a Lobi. A Lobi Draenei, aren't you? Yeah. No, you're not a Lobi. How are you 14 and still doing that? That's weird. Bloodwatch is like the super Lobi Draenei starting zone, starting area, baby area. In some ways, I feel like I'm being cheated out of points by not being able to put these in yet. But honestly, looking at this cat, this is about what I'd have at this point in time. I'd have, you know, rank 2, rank 1, whatever, you know. So it's right in line. It's totally doable, totally workable. Mark that. Farm that. No, we'll level up. $77 guild members. It's so weird that only 1/3 of them are online. That's odd. I would expect half of them statistically, because it's supposed to be like half on, half off. But maybe there's some weird thing going on. My back's hurting. I'm slouching. Come on, give me a skill up. Give me a skill up. I'm one away. I'm one away. And I don't have the ability to get herbalism or gather on my gloves. Not for quite a while. I guess they're still technically green. Come on. Damn. want to get the flight path. I'm taking your skin right off your body. No, not that kind. Not that way. I'm not Ramsey. I'm not Ramsey Snow. 100. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. I'm ready for Westfall. And then the leather working, I'm ready for level 15 mobs. No, you don't need a team for that. So goofy. So weird that these high-level characters are going back in and doing those quests. It's interesting. It's like there's like a random chance that they'll do any one thing, and there's different weights assigned. Like they will either quest, or they'll just wander, or they'll grind, or they'll do this, you know. And it's like when they were questing in the starting zone, they're, you know, let's just wander thing kicked in, and now they're just wandering around, right? Shit, I should have done that. I'll come back and do that later. Just want to get the flight path. And then log out and do other things, be productive.
Need help?
Work on the master bedroom bath, or master bedroom closet ceiling. I did a second layer of mud on the ceiling last night or yesterday afternoon, and to feather it out, I need to go find my other trowel, my wider trowel, because I need it for the last phase. But then I need to do one of the other walls. I have a trick for doing corners, because I'm not a professional, you know, drywall person, so I don't have like the deft touch that they might have. So what I do is I do like one wall, let it completely dry, come back, do the other wall, because now at the seam where the two meet, the other wall is completely dry and hard. So I don't have to worry about getting a nice smooth transition with the corner. It's just a hard edge, and I'm just right up against it, and just mwah, perfect. It works like a charm. I don't know if I figured that out on my own years ago, or if I read that somewhere or saw a video or something, but it's like a really good way to do it if time is not an issue, right? Because it takes time, because you really should wait about a day before you do the next one, like before you come back and do it, like the other side or the other wall. So I did the ceiling yesterday. I'm going to come back and do one of the two walls, because there's only two walls. There's a ceiling and two walls where I'm doing work. And so I'll do like the north wall this afternoon. And then tomorrow I'll do the east wall. And then the day after that, I'll come back and do the ceiling again, like an even larger flare with a larger trowel, just to feather it out with even wetter mud that spreads more easily, and little boogers that are hanging out. Yeah, doing drywall mud is actually really fun and easy once you get the hang of it. I'm not expert, but I'm good enough. I have like the thing that you hold in one hand that has like a post and a big sheet of aluminum. I like that. That works really well for the way I work. It's like a tool for drywalling, as opposed to working from a little like a pig trough machine. Like they make one out of tin that looks like a pig trough. I don't like that. It's good for mixing small amounts, but it's not good for troweling. It's really terrible for that. I really prefer I don't know what they call it. It's a handheld thing that has a wooden post on the back. Here. This. I really like that. A drywall hawk. Okay. Once you get the hang of it, they're really fun to use.
Hello. Be careful.
I'm just gonna go to Stormwind and park.
Need help? Safe travels.
But yeah, once you get like the vibe, the feel of the drywall hawk, I'm assuming that's. Let me double check and make sure that's not just a brand name. Yeah, flat square handheld board. Okay, so it is called a drywall hawk, a foot by a foot. It's really fun to use, and if the mud's not too wet, right? If the mud's really wet, then it's harder to use. But you basically. Everything you need you can do with just a spatula and that thing. And then you can also use like a larger trowel in that thing. And it works really well because there's the little pig's trough version you can't stick a trowel down in, right? Like a larger, longer one, like a 12-inch or 14-inch, you know, where you have the handle and it's like, it looks like an iron, like an old-timey iron. It doesn't work really well. This thing is awesome. I love it so much. It's so fun to use. It just somehow it just works exactly the way you want it to work. Like you don't have to like stress your hand pushing like a blade that's 4 inches away into the drywall and pushing. That's actually fatiguing. A drywall trowel is super easy and fun to use. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Now I'm all excited to do the next phase of that. I'm going to go check. Actually, let me go check. See if she has anything in the mail, money-wise. She does. Yay. Wow. 2 gold, not bad. Alright, we're just gonna create auction. I'll worry about actually leveling the professions in a little bit. Look, bot. I need to get real names. I need to go back and create like 50 characters that can be auction bots. That way it looks more natural. You know, Jose, you know, like more natural names. Bear. 99. She needs 1 more bag, right? Yeah, she needs 2 bags. I don't think that'll sell, but I'll try it for that. Oh, and you know what I need to do? Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go to Brill and do our next glyph discovery. Minor inscription discovery. Thank you. Ah, light parch. Okay. I was going to say I could pull out my Tundra Mammoth to buy some, but I don't have that.
Open for business.
Really?
Be careful.
Well met.
They didn't add it yet. Okay, fine. I have to go buy light parchment. I need to buy a stack of 20 of them.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Greetings. Light bless you.
Come on, something interesting. Arcane intellect. Which one's that? Eh. I need to fix all her setup as well. Like, all of her stuff is wrong. I need to, like, write down where things go so that all the characters have them in the same place.